Hey guys, welcome back to Rossoneri TV. I'm Gio and I'm back here for another fan reaction, this time for the Sampdoria-Milan game that was played today at the Stadio Ferraris. I'm in company of Nick and Matt from AC Milan Bros. Welcome back, Matt, and newcomer Nick on the show here. Guys, another disappointing result for Milan today, 2-2 tie. Milan hasn't won in 4 matches now in the Serie A. Some people actually think it's quite a good result against Sampdoria because they've been doing quite good this season. I just see it as another game where we lost more points, and it's really hurting us once again in the standings. What do you guys make of the game? What did you guys see?
I mean, judging from, I got it because my connection was horrible, so I didn't dive into about like the 30th minute, 25th minute. But just right off the bat, as soon as I got a connection, it was mainly counterattack and how Sampdoria was playing, and our man marking. As soon as we would try to pressure up, as soon as we lose the ball, Sampdoria would be right on our tails, picking our defense apart. And also, especially on the last goal, at least with Eder, we scored that rebound goal, especially in the box. There was no marking at all, and it led to pretty costly fouls, judging from like Mexis being very careless, and also Bonera getting a second yellow and eventually a red and being very, very careless. I mean, that was pretty much the broad scope for me, despite the El Shaarawy goal. I think they look slow. I mean, they did get the 1 point, but I agree with what you said. We lost points today. I don't think we gained a point. We lost. We left points on the table.
And yeah, because I think Milan actually had a performance where they could have won, especially what I saw in that second half there.
Yeah.
Milan, I don't know, I think they were controlling for a good part of the second half there. Of course, as you said, the Bonera red card pretty much screwed up the last few minutes for Milan because they were forced to play defensive. But in general, I think Milan need to take more of their chances, and I think they need to be more critical altogether. Also, as you said, Milan was playing a lot of counterattack there in the first half, but I also saw a lot of like disorganization. They weren't organized enough.
Yeah.
In that sense. Matt, I have a question for you.
Sure.
Inzaghi, as mentioned just a few minutes ago in his post-match comments there, that he is proud of how Bonera played and that he thinks it was a great match prior to his sending off. What do you make of that? Do you think Inzaghi is making some comments just to protect his players, or is he really saying it as he should?
Well, what happened was most people are going to compare Inzaghi to Seedorf. Two have different types of mentalities and two different approaches to this when addressing the squad and criticizing their squad. When Seedorf saw something wrong with the squad, he would come out and publicly say, "We need to do this better. Like, you know, we expect more from our defense. We expect more from player X or player Y." Whereas I think like Inzaghi is kind of saying the thing that is supposed to be said rather than going against the grain and kind of pissing off, so to speak, lack of a better word, Berlusconi. I feel like he's kind of playing into, because they brought him in and he had no coaching experience similar to Seedorf. But I feel like again, Inzaghi's kind of just going with the flow and trying to please the people above him. Of course, Bonera, you get 2 red cards. If Milan would have lost that game in the 80th minute or 85th minute, would he still be saying that Bonera played a good game despite the red card? How can you be playing a good game when you put your team in a hole and you left not more than 2 points on the table? So I don't like this whole, Bonera played well. You got to be realistic and show that, like, listen, like you're not a player that's going to be starting every game, and your role can be taken from someone else. So I don't like this whole, let's everyone's a winner. Everyone played good today. Like, I don't like that. I like criticizing their team, but doing it in a conductive way.
Yeah, I completely agree on that. And what I don't like about that is the mentality that Inzaghi is saying that with. Because if it's okay with him that each player or whatever player that he mentions in his post-match comments that player played all right, I could say that every game. But will it really change the result? I think these players need a bit of criticism in their favor, because really it's not all right to just say they played well, and in the end of the day, they're walking away from the Luigi Ferraris there with a point, but the difference is how you see it on the table. And right now, Sampdoria is still 3 points ahead of us there, just like before this game even started. So really, I don't see any progress at all with the team, especially in the last few games, not picking up a win, and really the players that really are not doing themselves any favors at all, and now they're playing. And I think Inzaghi's a bit the reason behind this. Now, guys, thank you for joining me, Nick and Matt. Of course, guys, don't forget to follow them on Twitter at AC Milan Bros. They have a great following there. So thank you guys for joining me. I'll definitely see you guys next time. Of course, next time is the big Derby della Madonnina. So I hope you guys can make it there. So once again, don't forget to follow them. This has been Gio from Rossoneri TV signing off.